getting this out of the way straight from the beginning. We got to hit our quota.
Oh god.
So, Jonathan. Legally, your name's not Jonathan. Like, you're just John, right?
I was just about to say, everybody says Jonathan. My name is just legally John. This happens all the time. This is actually good because I feel like this living meme that I've found myself in would actually prevent identity theft, because they would try to be like, oh, I'm gonna buy a house under Jonathan. Ha! Screw you. That's not his actual name. If you knew anything about John Lore.
Exactly. If you knew. Should we bleep out your last name?
No, don't bleep it out, but if you want to record like you saying just some random last name and then splice it in.
Yeah. See, other than being a John Lore monkey, this is a complete other aside. The question at hand is, do you, Johnny boy, do you have your toilet paper on the thing? Like, does it go over or under? You know what I mean? The toilet paper roll on the toilet paper roll holder.
Oh, mine is over, I believe.
That's right. We're an over household.
We're an over house. All right. All right. Hold on.
That's how it's meant to be. That's how it's really meant to be. Oh, I had a tangent that I forgot. You brought up your, like, you just being John, not Jonathan. If you're like mildly interested in sports and statistics, please look up The Bob Emergency by John Boyce. Because the premise is like, there used to be a lot of people named Bob in American and just kind of international sports, but like not like Robert, just Bob. People born with the name Bob. It's a really good documentary. So definitely suggest it. But as I was saying, we're an over household here at Paramecia Fancast.
Hell yeah.
To a certain degree, so there's more options than just over and under.
Yeah. Now, have there been times where under was implemented? Yes, but I would just like to specify that was not. There was something afoot. Something had to have been happening, or it wasn't my doing that it was under. But sometimes it just happens to be under.
It was the lowest of times.
Yeah.
out of your control completely. No. See, to fill our quota, I'm coming to you with the question straight away. The Straw Hats.
Yes.
Over or under?
Oh, you want?
Let's start with Luffy. Now, as I alluded, there are more than two options.
Yeah. Also, wait, hold on. Who are we first before we get into this?
That's a good point. We're Paramecia Fancast, the One Piece fancast, where we review the latest chapter of One Piece, have a different One Piece related discussion every single week. My name is Franz.
My name is John.
No chapter this week.
No, so yeah, we're all of Jump is on break this week, so we're jumping straight into it. Luffy over and under, or other options, because now you're bringing up other options, and I know and have implemented one of these other options, and I don't know if Luffy would be that option, but somebody on the Straw Hats is, I know for sure.
See, I think for Luffy is like particularly one of the more chaotic people in his crew. And I think that he would just have the toilet paper on the tank of the bowl. You know what I mean? Like, completely not using the toilet paper holder.
That's what I was going to say. He puts
it behind him. Yep.
That's Luffy. It's either that or... Oh, no, never mind. I was going to bring up something, but that's another character. Yeah, I could see Luffy being a top of the tank man.
Yep.
Gear 4
Adri from
Tank Man.
Gear 4th Tank Man, yeah. Adri from downtown, she's like, he doesn't use toilet paper. I don't want to think about that.
Would his poop be rubbery too?
Technically, I don't want to get too blue too soon, but he could just stretch his butthole out and just drop the poop. No bowel movement needed.
He totally could, that nasty. Like, he could literally. Oh my god. I don't know if you know the animation from Street Fighter 3rd Strike. Street Fighter 3 3rd Strike. The character Necro, he's like the Dalsum-like character. He's like really stretchy. He has a win pose where he grabs the bottom lip of his mouth and he stretches it straight down and he sticks his tongue out and he's like taunting you.
Gross.
Yeah, gross. But also that with Luffy's butthole, so the poop wouldn't have to touch any of the walls. It would just like fall out.
No bowel movements. How ideal.
Yeah. Jesus.
Now we have that disgusting shit out of the way.
Yeah, now that we have the nasty one out of the way, can I just thought of one. So Zoro, I want to get straight into Zoro because, okay, Zoro is bad with directions and he gets lost. And I don't know how that corresponds to this other than he's dumb. But have you seen that meme of the regular toilet paper on the roll?
Yeah.
And the thing inside the roll, like it's horizontal.
Yeah.
So take the toilet paper and the holder, the roll holder, but take the roll of toilet paper, and I want you to turn that 90 degrees.
But not turning the
holder. The holder stays in the same position, but the roll itself is turned at 90 degrees. The thing barreling through one side of the roll of toilet paper, coming out the other.
So that when you like try to pull the toilet paper, it just fucking tears.
Yeah.
And you have 2 fucking strips of toilet paper.
It's 2 for the price of 1. That is my headcanon for Zoro. That's how he would use that. Either that or he would use 3 somehow. I don't know how, but he would have 3 rolls of toilet paper.
So you know how toilet paper's like 2-ply, 4-ply, whatever?
Yeah.
He'd like, so Nami's in charge of finances, right?
Yeah.
So she's got 1-ply all over the ship except for her room. She has 4-ply in her room in a locker. But everyone else has to use the 1-ply. So Zoro like takes 3 strands of 1-ply, makes his sand-ply Ryu.
Sand-ply Ryu? I'm imagining the Santoryu, like the dragon stance, but with like the long cardboard rolls with the toilet paper. He has one in his mouth and then 2 on his arms as he's shitting.
It's so good.
Oh god, yes. Who do you think are if there's anyone that's like just normal? I know all of our buddies in the Straw Hats are not normal. I think the closest one would be like, well, no, not Jimbei, because Fish, he's probably like, what the fuck? Like, paper?
How do fish poop?
Toilet paper would dissolve in
poop?
Fishman
Sorry.
Island. So he would actually never have seen toilet paper except in... Well, no, because they're in like bubbles, right? I think, is that... Yeah,
no, they're in bubbles.
There were some parts that were in bubbles and some parts that weren't.
Oh no. It's the return. Sharks have a cloaca. They poop and pee at the same time.
Oh, so he's just pissing and shitting all at the same time.
They poop and pee all from the same hole.
He can't stop it. No matter how hard he tries, no matter how red his armament hockey is, he can't do it.
So,
I still think he would be mind blown by this, like toilet paper, because underwater, like, it gets soggy. Cause look, I'm just thinking like, look, back in the day when I had a fish tank a really long time ago, I remember I was a young boy and I was in the house, and for some reason somebody let me watch Child's Play 2, and it freaked me the hell out. The animatronics were out of control for the time and still now. It was really scary. And then I didn't want to watch anymore, so I like turned away. And then I looked down and a fish had jumped out of the tank, the top, and like was just dead on the floor, and I lost it. That was the final straw. I was freaked out. I just started screaming. But the other fish, I do remember them they would just float on by, not a care in the world. Poop would just come out. Sometimes it'd be stuck to them. They didn't give a shit. They only, well, they gave shit, but like they didn't give shit. All I'm saying,
let me put it this way:
the little bubble. Here's how in the before times in Fisherman Island, if Jinbei had to poop, this man would go out of the bubble into the water, swim real fast, and the force of the swimming fast would like rip the poop off of his cloaca, and then he would just go back in the bubble and be like, "Oh, what's up?"
So the answer is Jinbei doesn't even use the bathroom. He just takes a swim real quick. Because like, let's be real. If you're at the beach, you pee in the ocean.
Yeah.
Right?
Everybody
we can admit that, right? Everyone has. You know, if there's like a nice bathroom, maybe you go there. Like, you know, there's circumstances where that isn't the case, but everyone has.
Yeah. Come on. Listeners at home, you know you've all gone to the beach and you've seen the walled off, like, oh, there's a turtle nest there. You can't walk over there. And you've just been like, wouldn't it be great to just piss all over that?
It's on the baby turtles.
Oh, I'm saving you guys. No, I have never pissed on the turtles, nor do I think anybody has. At least I hope.
I hope not. But that answers that. I don't think there's anyone. Chopper poops pellets.
Yeah, Chopper, like, he poops pellets. Now, here's the thing.
Does Chopper have a... What's it called? The thing for cats?
A litter box. I didn't even think about that. Hold on, because I was going to ask, because Chopper has the human fruit.
Oh.
But he's been a deer the whole time. So, like, how do I say it? Does Robin wipe him? That's what I'm asking. Does Robin and or Nami wipe Chopper like a child? Or did they buy him a litter box?
They bought him a litter box. Usopp takes the litter box out.
Usopp cleans the litter box. Okay.
Usopp cleans the litter box.
Okay. Cool. I like that.
I do not want any other method.
Yeah. Because he wouldn't know how to wipe.
He's cloven hooves.
Yeah. Because even in like all of his human point ones, he has like humanoid hands, but it's like he doesn't know what to do with those.
He has to go muscle point to wipe his ass. Does he even have ass cheeks in muscle point?
Oh god, muscle point. No leg day. No squats for Chopper.
Does Brook go to the toilet just for nostalgia's sake?
Yeah. I feel like Brooke sits on the toilet to either have like to suffer an episode of like seeing his dead friends again, and he just sits on the toilet, or he just goes to just remember the good old days of like, man, remember when I used to sit atop this porcelain throne and just sling some brown baddies.
Wait, he swears that he poops.
Yeah, he does, but like I've never seen it. See, I'm gonna take a page out of
any of the Straw Hats poop.
I'm gonna take a page out of the people who are like, oh, Oda doesn't kill people. Like, oh, I've never seen the body. Yeah, I've never seen the links. I've never seen the turds. So Oda, you deliver the turds, and then maybe I'll believe that Brook poops.
Brook is a gentleman. I'm gonna say over.
Yeah, Brook. Yes, because because he loves to reminisce about when he could poop, he is an over gentleman. He knows.
He's become a hydro homie of like toilet paper simply because he has to like savor every moment, you know?
Yeah.
After having died. Now Frankie though, we can all agree he has to use his tiny in-hand hands to wipe. But that is not the question. I firmly believe he is an under.
I think he also might be an under.
Or like, okay, having it behind you on the tank of the toilet, like, it's a bad look. It's kind of like if you're a bachelor and you don't have a bed frame. Like, it's reasonable because bed frames are fucking expensive, but also bed bugs are a fucking thing. So, like, damn, you really should get one.
Yeah.
But, like, so like, that's the kind of look of it. Like, if you have it behind you. Like, it's just, like, peak bachelor kind of shit. But peak gross man shit is just having the toilet roll on the floor.
Oh, no.
Do you think Frankie's capable of that?
Frankie has the energy of definitely keeping it on the floor. I think Frankie, okay, so Frankie is either an underman or he is he's on the floor. Because think about it, even with his tiny hands, if it was behind him on the tank, he's too big. If he turns around, I think that tank is coming off. Like, I think the tank is just ripped off. So I think that the best bet for him would be to either be, staying strapped right within arm's reach on the side of the bowl.
It's out of necessity.
Yeah.
Much like the mattress with no bed frame, it's out of necessity.
Yeah. Oh God, well, no. I would like to hope that all of the straw hats have a bed frame. But now that I'm thinking about it, half of them might not even have beds.
Yeah, like there are schematics for like their quarters and shit.
Yeah, that's true.
But I'm not that much of a lore monkey, so
I'm gonna 3D print the entire Sunny to exact specifications. No. God, who on earth is Sanji? We didn't get Sanji. My boy Sanji.
We did not.
I also think, because he's like stupid, but he's also like, I think he's an over, and that's only because like when he's on the ship, he's all business. He's getting up hella early. He's trying to cook. He's trying to clean. He doesn't have time to fuck around with this on the toilet tank. He wants in and out.
Oh, so okay. To answer our previous question, I'm looking at the schematics for the Thousand Sunny right now. I don't think everyone has an individual bed.
Oh shit.
Robin and Nami definitely do, because like the girls' quarter, there's like girls' quarters and men's quarters, and like really no other room, because like there's a lot of the Sunny is taken up by like the tiny Sunny like ships.
Yeah, the compartments.
Exactly. Like there's like small rooms, like, Frankie, Usopp, and Chopper have their individual rooms, kind of.
Yeah.
They have a huge ass fish tank. What the fuck?
They have a fish tank?
Apparently so.
What the hell?
Yeah.
I didn't. What? Oh wait, is it for Sanji to keep like the fish?
I would assume so.
Fresh or something. Because at first I thought like, yo, they're just like, are they just keeping pets? Like, what's going on?
No. There's like even scenes of them in it. It's not a lot, but
dude, that's insane. They have a fish tank?
Yeah, there's like a lounge with like a fish tank in it.
This is actually kind of mind blowing. I'm not gonna lie. I did not know they had a fish tank.
No,
dude, Like all the theories, they're like, oh, like the Sunny was built using parts of the ancient weapon schematics that he memorized. Like the ancient weapon was the fish tank the whole time.
The whole time. We'd known this. Damn. I want to say Nami is over, but Robin on the tank.
Yeah. Now we know Robin, and I know that if she's getting the business done, she's sitting on that toilet. Legs may or may not be crossed. Hands.
Bro, how do you shit with the legs crossed?
Bro, she could do it. Arm resting on one of her legs, head in her palm, resting as she does. Think of like literally the panel of when she was talking to like every panel of her, but the panel where she's learning like the palm strike, and she's like, "Oh, if you insist." Like
yeah.
Literally that stance, face in her palm, and she uses her devil fruit to poop. But not in a weird way. Specifically, she uses the bloom to grab the toilet paper off of the back of the bowl.
Okay.
To hand
we're
it
safe.
to her.
We're safe.
No. I was not gonna. No. I wasn't gonna nuke our podcast like 30 minutes in.
Oh, okay. Thank goodness. Yes, I agree. She reaches back using her fruit. Yeah.
Now, again, I'm not gonna get crazy, but she could use her fruit to grab the thing, and then she like puts her hand through it, so it's like the holder. And in that case, would she be over or under? Because I think she would be under. I think she's chaotic enough to be under.
See, she'd do under because she's able to like control it because it's her hand.
Yeah.
She doesn't see what the big deal is.
Yeah, she's the master of her own poop domain, so she doesn't understand the problem with it being over or under.
Oh man, the only one we're missing now is Usopp, I believe.
Yeah, I think so. Usopp, we got Frankie, we got Chopper, we got Jinbei. Yeah, I think Usopp is the only one left.
And you know what? I really don't know.
Usopp is an enigma. Like, okay, what if? Okay, hold on, hear me out, because Usopp likes to like lie a lot. So what if he says he's over, but when he's actually in the bathroom doing the deed, he'll just do whatever the person before him does?
Right, because like, you know, we're setting this up in some like freak ass fucking scenario. Like no one goes into the bathroom and changes how it is, right? We're talking like, oh, like when it's their turn to clean the bathroom and they like just fucking leave it, you know? Like, yeah. It's their turn to replace the toilet paper. That's how they replace it. That's like mostly the scenario. So, yeah, I think Usopp just might not care. But like, save face, he might go with just over. Because the most normal people in the crew will also say over.
Yeah, he's very much a playing the odds man. He'd be like, all right, if everyone's saying over, then I'll say over. But I can do whatever that's the secret. I can do whatever I want.
Usopp is ungovernable.
Yeah. Poop anarchist Usopp. He doesn't...
But we can confirm he does wipe.
Yeah, he does wipe. That's not part of the lie.
Thank
he
God.
Definitely wipes, but it's just how he goes about obtaining the wipes.
Yeah, he's not a super nasty boy. And right there perfectly, half an hour. That's your fucking quota. We're technically still a One Piece podcast.
Hell yeah. We did it. No, I thought about this on break weeks. I would love to do more of this like headcanon stuff.
Yeah,
with the straw
same.
hats. Because I was thinking the other day at work, like Oh my god, what was the thought exactly? Let me try to remember, because it had to do with the Straw Hats themselves, and it was like, oh no, do I not remember? I should have written it down.
Oh no.
Oh no, it escaped me. God, I can't remember now, because I remember looking at the color spread and it was the instruments one, but like those was like already answered. This was a more like, oh, was it? I don't know if we've talked about it before. Was it which so in Smash Brothers Ultimate, with like all the 90 characters they have, like who would each person play?
Oh god. You know what? Do we want to cover that now, or do we want to
Oh, we could save that
go into
for
the Discord?
Oh, yeah. We could Yeah, let's not go into that now. We can go into the Discord for that one.
Yeah, because we used to do this quite a bit, and that's what got me thinking. I'm glad that we could stretch out the toilet paper question for half an hour.
Yeah.
So that was where I was like, I didn't have another question about that.
It's true. It's interesting. This kind of stuff for me supplements like the fact that, you know, the scenes of them just goofing around in the anime or like in the manga, like we've talked about it becoming less and less, but like we know these characters so well that I know how they poop, right? Like I know how each one of them uses that god dang toilet paper.
It's crystal fucking clear.
Yeah.
They're real solid characters, yeah.
They're real solid characters. They're good little boys and girls. But yeah, that's our One Piece quota for our break week. Hey.
Guess what? It's fate time.
It's fate time, yeah. Before we started recording, Franz had told me that they were getting back into Fate, and I'm interested, not in Fate, but just in the journey that you've undertaken at this point, because I'll be fully open about this. In September, I am buying the new Melty Blood type Lumina fighting game for the Steam computer entertainment system.
Good luck, buddy. That's harder.
And I'm going to be playing that, and I distinctly remember not knowing anything about Melty Blood, and I was like, oh, this game is weird, but it's cool to watch in tournaments. And then you telling me, oh, it's made by the guy that made Fate. And then at that point, I just checked out of I was like, I don't care what the story of each character is now. Like, they look cool and they play cool. And that's as deep as I go. Mind you, earlier in a Discord call with some friends, I literally described like the ending of the Guilty Gear Strive like story mode, and I was like, bro, it's crazy. Like
it's real good. It's real good. But
like,
yeah.
Dude, and then like Kai Kisuke tells Jakku like, oh, that's all? She's only all powerful? And then it turns out he has the scales of Juno because he took the eyeball from Sin, who was the son of Dizzy, who was daughter of Justice, who was the original inheritor of the scales of Juno. Dude, it's pretty wild.
And I know our friends really don't fucking care about the lore.
Yeah, I prefaced the entire talk with, dude, like, Kai is such a, like, he is the ultimate gentleman Giga Chad in the story mode.
Yeah.
Like, Kai is the sweetest boy, but then, like, at the end when he's fighting Ino, he just has the most raw, like, oh my god. Like, she tells him, like, spoilers, I've already spoiled it. The lore is stupid. Who cares? Shut up. God Ino is like, oh, like, the only thing that can stop me was the scales of Juno, which are gone, and Soul Bad Guy, who is human now. So nobody can stop me. Like, I win. And Kai is literally like, oh, okay, thanks for confirming that. And she's like, what? And then he just deadass, like, holds his eye, and he's just like, dragon install. And it's just,
wait, he doesn't have the skills of Juno. He has the flames of rebellion.
No, the flame of rebellion, I think was what Soul
had.
Yeah, that was Soul.
Yeah.
The scales of Juno are a thing that I am pretty sure were dead ass made up in the Strive story mode. Cause like, look, cause the gear maker, fucking Asuka R. Kraut or whatever, that man,
sauerkraut.
Yeah, sauerkraut. That man, sauerkraut. The whole story mode is him, and he's like, oh, like, I have the tome of whatever from the backyard. Like, it has all the knowledge. And what he wants to do with it is, like, I'm not shitting you. He wants to make a podcast. He's like, I want to make a radio show.
Moon.
He wants to make a radio show from the moon to, like, talk with everybody in the world about the knowledge from the tomb and like to understand it, and then once we all have this understanding, we'll be like eternally happy or something. It's really kind of Guilty Gear lore is dumb.
Guilty Gear lore is dumb.
But he like explains in the story mode, he's like, oh, like, yeah, in order to stop Ino if she ever went full god mode, like, I implanted, like, Soul was the first gear ever made. So, like, or he was the first humanoid gear ever made. So, technically, he's, like, the first, like, controller gear. Or not controller gear. He's just, like, the first, like, he's the guilty gear. But then he escaped because he was like, oh, God. Oh, spaghetti. I'm a monster. And then he, like, broke out and left.
Right.
And then, so, Sauerkraut was like, oh, shit, dude. Like, all right, you know, in retcon land, when I'm making Arya Justice, I'm going to implant these things called the Scales of Juno, which are literally like gear, like dragon DNA thing. Like they just give you the ability to kill God, basically. And he's like, I'm going to put it in Justice. So if this being from the backyard ever comes out, like, we can just kill it. And that's how they try to explain it. But then, like, you know, Justice dies and they're like, oh, like, Scales of Juno are no more. And Kai's like, psych, my son had it, and then I took his eye so he wouldn't get fucked up, and now I'm messed up. It's not a phase, Mom. It's called Dragon Install.
John, you got no fucking reason to shit on fucking Fate. You're out here understanding this shit with post-nut clarity.
You are 1,000% right, and I want you to know that from the bottom of my heart, I agree. But I need you to understand that this is why I can't get into Fate, is because I know so much about stupid Guilty Gear lore.
No.
I have room enough in my mind for only dumb Guilty Gear lore and even dumber Kingdom Hearts lore. and call it not a pun, call it fate, or call it
I'm gonna hang up.
Yeah, call it the cosmos's greater plan for me. But I found out about fate after I had already poured all of my knowledge points into Guilty Gear and Kingdom Hearts. So
see, you're a coward because you can understand it all. You can connect the dots through everything.
There was a what is it? The hard drive. It's like The Onion, but like video game themed.
Yes.
And there was a post the other day that had me cracking up, and it was like Kingdom Hearts 4 to feature all of the racist cats from the Aristocrat. And it showed Sora looking at like the Siamese cat holding up the chopsticks in a very racist way that I like never noticed as a child until right now.
Yeah. Oh, buddy.
Oh, Walt Disney, that guy.
That guy. Nah. What my whole journey back into Fate is it's a fucking weird because I just like stopped kind of like cold turkey, and I don't know what like got me back into it per se, because so I went to the movie theaters. My local area, the like COVID measures were like fine for a bit. Like the numbers were looking real good. That was before summer vacation happened. Adrian and I, we went to see the newest Boku no Hero movie. Good time.
Hey.
But I kept seeing posters for the newest Fate movie, and I was like, man, maybe I should watch the one before, because it's based off the mobile game, not the visual novel. And like it's the thing that I've actually played. So I was like, oh, maybe I should. And so like I reinstalled. I have both a Japanese and American account for the mobile game. And so I reinstalled both and just got back into it. But like, because it's a gacha game, when you come back, they like give you shit. They give you lots of shit. And I was like,
they literally got you. They incentivized you. They said, hey, look, we know you like all this stuff. So here's free stuff.
They literally got me. Right? It was awful to have got. But
oh god. I know a little bit about Fate because I watched Giguk's video, because he made a video that was like, oh, do you want me to explain Fate? Do you want the short version or the long version? And there was one video where he did the short version. It was like a meme. And then he did another video where he was like, I realized that nobody on the internet has ever given the long version. And he's like, it's all like scattered throughout like different like wikis and forums. And he's like, so I'm going to make the long version. And I watched the video, and it's very entertaining. And I would say if you want to get into Fate, watch Giguk's Fate video. It's pretty recent as of the recording of this. It came out sometime I think like June or July 2021. It's pretty recent.
Really? Oh, so it's pretty up to date.
Yeah, it's pretty up to date. But I know about Akasha. I know about real magic and the fake magic. That's that pussy shit. It's like Magictonium. I forget, the name was dumb for it. I remember that much. It's like, oh, if you have fake magic,
things.
it's oh no, oh no.
Actually, it's the Akashic Records.
The Akashic Records. Actually, if you knew anything about Fate, you would know that it's pronounced the Akashic Records.
Look, it's actually really simple. Smart magic people mad no god no more. Therefore, they go to center of universe of magic and open history book of all thing. This is very hard. Therefore, they need Holy Grail. Holy Grail, evil.
Holy Grail, evil. I also, at some point, weird rich family want more Holy Grail, proceed to make more Holy Grail.
Yeah, that happens a couple of times depending on the timeline.
Yeah, I remember that happening because the family was like, they just seemed all like, they were just a-holes. They seemed like rich hooty tooty a-holes, and they were like, oh, we want more Grail. Like, we want two. We want the 3-piece and a biscuit combo with the Grails. And they just made them. And then, like, what? They just all get magic? They don't have to use... I forget the name of... Like, the fake magic is literally, like, Magictonium or something dumb like that.
I forget the name. It's like...
It's something that's funny like that. It's, like, magic, but it has some kind of, like, scientific, like, suffix at the end.
Thaumaturgy?
No, it's not that. It was something like literally the word magic, but then like a suffix at the end that was like, what?
It's like
Magecraft. That's what it was.
Magictonium.
Magictonium is the same.
No, it's not.
Okay, maybe it's not the same, but Magecraft? Come on.
They're very deliberate about that. Yes, Minecraft, Magecraft.
Oh, God, yeah. Steve, my dog Steve, the strongest wizard. Steve, I bet like, Minecraft Steve has the Akashic. He has true magic. I mean, Minecraft Steve has Akasha. He has true magic.
But which of the 5 magics? Because there's 5 remaining magics, specifically.
Remaining? Wait, if you take one magic, it's gone?
Okay. Magecraft is not magic. So, like, think of it as, like, lowercase magic and capital
Yes, fake magic. Yeah.
Yeah. So fake magic is just about fucking anything.
Yeah.
But like, so
there's different types of real magic.
The real magic is like upright, like breaking laws of like physics to like the nth degree. Like yeah, magic can do like loads of things, but like it's so like the second magic is traveling between parallel worlds, kind of like being able to witness all timelines at the same time, observe them and travel through them and between them. One of the magics is straight up like,
so that's just Eno. That's just Guilty Gear.
It's just Guilty Gear, which is why I'm saying you have no right.
No.
One of them is like time travel, like explicit, just like complete, like there is technically time travel in Fate Grand Order, but it's not like real time travel.
It's fake.
It's fake time travel because
it's like they said in Avengers Endgame. It's fake time travel. It's Back to the Future 2 time travel. It's not real. It's fake.
It's like even less fake. It's like, so you know how like servants get summoned, right?
Yeah.
Servants are like data, okay? And the Holy Grail sends the data to you if you're a master, and then you're like, boop, 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 I have a servant now, right?
Okay.
Very loosely. In Fate Grand Order, what they do is they take the body, they turn it into magic data, and then they like take that data and send it back. It's like literally Steins Gate. They take the data and send it back in time, and you're reconstructed back in time. It's not like actual time travel.
Oh, is it like that meme where it's like if you take a teleporter and it dissolves you, it takes apart all of your atoms and then puts them all back together? Are you really you?
Yes, it's quite similarly that meme.
Oh shit, that's how they're summoned? Dude, what if I get a memory leak?
Then you're dead.
True. All right, never mind. That's all right. You answered that way more quickly than I thought. All right, you.
Dude, the whole real magic shit is just so fucking insane. Because
I do also know. Oh yeah, go ahead.
There's another one where it's just like
dumb real magic.
Okay, the second magic, parallel world. Fifth magic, time travel. Third magic, make soul from nothing. So like souls are real and souls are a very material thing.
Homunculus, they're just soul from nothing.
So homunculi don't live as long because technically they don't really have a soul. Or it's like fragments of a soul or something of that sort.
Oh, but homunculi are like canon in this? Oh my god.
Yeah, homunculi are canon.
Oh no.
All the white-haired girls are homunculi.
What?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. I don't know if I actually know any of the white-haired girls. Like the servants? The historical figures?
No.
Oh, okay.
The master.
Because I'm pretty sure Albert Einstein is a lion All Might, but he had white hair, so you had me scared for a minute.
Thomas Edison.
Or Thomas Edison. Is Albert Einstein in it, though?
I don't think Albert Einstein has shown up, no.
How on a scale from 1 to 10, how hot is Albert Einstein about to be when she drops?
You know,
because I know Oda Nobunaga, pretty hot.
It would destroy the foundation of Fate Grand Order, because we're out here doing lots of wacky shit when it comes to interpretations of historical figures.
Oh god, if they did Albert Einstein.
Like, I'm really surprised they haven't, but it also makes sense in a certain sense. Like, they have that like loaded in the chamber for when they really need it.
Yeah.
But there's some fucking people, like, I forgot, but fucking Qin Shi Huang, one of the first emperors of China, if not the first, I don't remember. The dude who buried himself with a piss ton of mercury and drank mercury because he thought it'd give him immortality. That dude.
Oh, yeah, that guy.
Literally, like, non-gendered Mothman.
Nice. See, I can appreciate. I'm starting to come around. Fate is literally Guilty Gear because they're just making shit up as they go.
Yes.
Fate really is Daisuke's vision.
It's the platonic ideal of Guilty Gear. Guilty Gear walked so Fate could run.
Yeah. I can see that.
Like, there's just so much fucking shit. I really wish, like, Fate Grand Order is, story-wise, is like a good, quite solid timeline that doesn't necessarily need, like, preconceived notions, but I don't want to suggest anyone to play a poo-poo mobile game to get that story. And unfortunately, like, when it comes to, like, let's say, like, year one of Fate Grand Order. It wasn't year one, but let's say was 8 chapters. The 6th chapter is 2 movies. One that came out last year, one that's in theaters now in Japan. 2 movies. Chapter 7 is an anime series that came out the year before the first movie. Chapters 1 through 5, fuck you.
Oh.
Don't know why. I believe there's a manga out there covering chapter 1, and there's another separate manga covering chapter 3. Point is, it's a fucking mess. If they took all of the bajillion of dollars that they got from making this a gambling video game and made a normal video game, I think it would be very good and accessible.
Okay. One more question. I know Astolfo, everyone's favorite. Everyone knows Astolfo. Even if you're not into Fate, you know Astolfo. You nasty little...
Yeah, nasty little perverts.
But I love it. But with the amount of times that everybody on Earth, maybe, including me, have cranked one to Astolfo, is Astolfo some part of some weird fascist, like, nationalist army thing or something? Because I know, like, I was watching the Gigook video, and I may have gotten lost somewhere along the way, because the map at the end of the video is wild, and I can't keep track of it, because there's, like, 70 different timelines. But in one of the timelines, the Axis powers just win World War II. And then, like, that's the timeline that Astolfo exists in. I'm like, wait, are you telling me Astolfo? No, I don't want to be. No.
Okay, so this is the Fate Apocrypha timeline. And what makes it different, so, like, if you've heard of Fate, you've heard of, like, 7 people, 7 servants and masters competing for the single Holy Grail.
Yeah.
Fate Apocrypha specifically was
that
big old
Holy Grail
gosh darn
2?
fuck up. No.
Oh, okay.
I'm not about to get into which number which is which.
Okay.
But the whole crux of it is that, like, this one's a fuck up, and there's 2 teams of 7. So there's the black faction and there's the red faction. So there's, like, Saber of red, Saber of black. That's how they, like, divvy it up. Does Astolfo work for the bad guys? For the most part, yes. Did he like it?
Damn it.
No. Most of the servants, and some of the people, the masters, on the bad side, didn't really, like, agree with it by the end of it. Like, you know, they were, like, raised into that, etc. But it's a really interesting closed timeline. Is all of it explained? if you watch Fate Apocrypha, kind of. Will you understand the ending? Probably not. If like that's just how Fate things end up working out. They start using so many like proper noun words that are just like a normal word that is capitalized. That
Oh, nice.
you can like get things through context clues, but like
Yeah.
it can be a bit a lot. But Fate Apocrypha is a good time. If I'm gonna sell you on Fate Apocrypha, Achilles and Chiron's fight at the end of it, they just fight between like 747s that are like mid-flight. They're just fucking
Nice.
going mano a mano, like just beating the shit out of each
Just
other.
going at it.
And like the way it ends is so funny because like it's Achilles. His heels are the only thing that, you know, aren't invulnerable. I'm not gonna spoil it, but
He forsakes. He gets rid of his heels, so then he has no weak points.
oh god, if only. No, that would not work out. But oh, the way that fight ends is so dumb, but it's so good. Fate Apocrypha is good. If you're moderately considering getting into Fate, it's a good one to get into. It's not that long. It's self-contained. It's a fun time. There's lovable characters. If you
See, that's the kind of shit. See, I need more of that. I need more self-contained.
yeah, Fate doesn't do that much.
Yeah,
but
I know they don't do that.
This is one of the only ones. There's like a bit of like a precedence of like, oh, it happens at the same time as the whole fifth Holy Grail War, technically, but it diverges from the third Holy Grail War, and that's where this timeline emerges. But you don't need to fucking remember that or care about that in the slightest.
I know there's one. I'm just gonna remember what was talked about in the video, the things that I thought were funny. There was one. Okay, there was one that was it was a spin-off show where they were magical girls, but it was like full ass canon. Then that spun off into another one where a girl from the first series, one of the family friends or something, is like the version of her from the first series is like canon in this series, and she's explicitly 18 in the first one, and then in this one she, like, the way the timelines line up, she should be the same age, but she is definitely like canonically younger than that, and it's just really weird and never explained.
So
unless it is explained, in which that's might be even weirder.
It's probably explained. It's definitely weirder. So Fate, Khalid, Prisma, Ilya. I missed a word there, but
yeah, that sounds familiar. That's definitely the one.
What's it called? It's like really like, so like it's like, oh, like we're a magical girl show, but it's like the fan service in it is like abhorrent. Like there's reasons like Fate people don't talk about it, because it's kind of like lolly bait, basically. The whole entirety of it.
I was literally about to say, like, is it lolly baiting? Oh no.
To the point where it's like banned in fucking Russia, apparently.
Ooh, yo. If it's, oh my god, if it's banned in Russia, that's how you know it's bad.
Like,
how are they allowed to do that?
Apparently, like, the series itself isn't like so bad about it, but like if you watch the OVAs are super like borderline explicit.
Nice. I'm gonna Google. I'm gonna find on the internet. I'm gonna Google that and Song of the South, and that's gonna get me on like some sort of watch list.
Goodbye, John.
Yeah. Goodbye.
Yeah, it's like incredibly canon. It is technically also self-contained, but also referential to like the original series.
Yeah,
in a lot of ways, but also like it is possibly the series within Fate that talks about the second magic the most.
Oh, nice.
So it is like...
It's actually important.
It is like lore integral, but like you're not going to catch me watching that. Not me.
It is... That show is the dream drop distance of the Kingdom Hearts series. It is quite possibly the most integral piece of the entire story. And it's on the 3DS and has stupid touch controls. And nobody wants to play it. And everybody was lost when Kingdom Hearts 3 came out. So like, I don't get it. How did we get from here? And I'm like...
The ramifications of Prismalia are a bit more than shitty touch controls on the 3DS. But yes, by and large, you're right.
The only other things I remember about Fate that I learned from this video, that I'm oversimplifying, because oversimplifying complicated lore from like Guilty Gear and Fate is just fun because it comes out funny. Is the gods created, was it Gilgamesh? I think Garugamesh, the gold guy.
You're just talking about history at this point.
I remember the gods were like, yo, like fuck humans or something, like, or no, they liked humans. I don't know. They created Gilgamesh because they're like, yo, like, you're gonna be our link to the humanity, brother. Like, we made you to help. And he was literally like, yo, fuck the gods, I'm gonna kill you all. And then they were like, all right, peace, I guess. And then they like never made contact again or something like that.
I got you, Chief. So
I remember it being so funny. It was something like they made him for a single purpose, and then he turns around and is like, nah, Chief.
So the beginning of the story is more Fate than Epic of Gilgamesh, but so in the BC times, in the far BC times, it's known as like the Age of Gods, from like 14,000 BC up to like, I don't remember, like 3,000, 6,000 BC. Don't remember too much. But that span is called the Age of Gods. But by the end of the Age of Gods, like the gods' power was waning because gods come into existence. They're born from the thoughts of humans. Humans created the gods, kind of. But there's like no control over it. Instead, it was a like, quid pro quo. The gods would give them shit. Humans would then worship the gods and thus keep the gods in existence, so to speak. But that was waning because apparently atheism was the newest big fad. And so like honoring or like giving shit to the gods was not as popular. And so the gods were like, hey man, what the fuck? So like you said, yes, they created Gilgamesh. He's half human, half god, and sent him down to be king of Uruk to like, be like, hey, we should maybe worship gods a little more. But Gilgamesh is an arrogant piece of shit. So he said, fuck that. And for that, the gods were like, man, fuck you. And so the gods spent the rest of their fucking existence just trying to fucking mess with Gilgamesh. To the point where, like...
so petty.
They straight up... And this is where it gets into, like, actual influence of, like, Epic of Gilgamesh. They send down a creature made of clay. The most powerful creature of existence or whatever that, like, made by the gods. He's just a doll. And his whole goal is to, like, destroy Gilgamesh. But before he gets there, like, he's just, like, but a babe. He knows nothing of anything. And it's often translated as sacred prostitute, but it's more complicated than that. It's a priestess of Ishtar, the goddess of love.
Okay.
Though,
yeah.
Yes, there were sexual acts part of their, like, what they did. But, goddess of love, whatever. So she gets sent to the clay doll thing, and they spend 6 days, 7 nights together. And the doll wants to be human, but the only human the doll's seen is this woman So he crafts herself into her image, and takes that form, therefore becoming human, less divine and less powerful. Eventually, like, meets Gilgamesh. They become best friends to the point of being butt buddies. And
nice.
The gods are like, hey dude, what the fuck? So they start sending more beasts, the Bull of Heaven,
dude, you literally can't be butt buddies.
Dude, Ishtar's so fucking pissed about it because Ishtar has it fucking hot for Gilgamesh. Like,
damn.
She's down so fucking bad. So the moment this fucking agender piece of clay that comes up all pretty and shit to Gilgamesh, and Gilgamesh is like, I'd tap that. Fucking Ishtar just sends a heavenly bull down to fucking destroy Uruk.
Yes.
It's this whole shit. At some point, Enkidu dies, the clay doll thing.
Yeah.
They die. And Gilgamesh is like, man, being immortal sucks. So he goes on a quest to cast his immortality, I believe. Something to do with the snakeskin.
Yeah.
And then becomes immortal. And
nice.
That's the Epic of Gilgamesh.
Hell yeah. And that's fate.
And that's
Guilty Gear.
And that will be it for us today.
And that's One Piece.
Thankfully not yet, but soon enough.
When we get the will of D and his name is Gilgamesh, I'm gonna freak.
There's no way that's gonna fucking happen.
Oh god. But yeah, that'll wrap it up for us this week. Don't forget to follow us on all of our social media. We're at Paramecia Cast on Twitter, Paramecia Fancast everywhere else. Episodes go up every single week to our main RSS feed, parameciafancast.libsyn.com. And as soon as they're uploaded to our Libsyn site, they are sent to every podcatcher in existence. Apple, iTunes, Spotify, Google Podcasts. I think Amazon has some now that can get it. Anywhere, any podcatcher that can obtain podcasts, we're on there. Episodes also go up every Monday following the official release on Sunday, and they go up on YouTube usually within the same day or very early the next day. The YouTube is also Paramecia Fancast, and don't forget to join our Discord. We got a whole bunch of good discussions all the time. I love the fellows down there in the Discord and the Paramecia Flower Capital. The permanent links to those is in all the descriptions of every YouTube video, our Twitter bio, our pinned comment. If you go to any one of our social medias, you'll find the permanent link there. And that's gonna be it. We're back next week with 1022, and I don't have a crack theory, but I think Guilty Gear lore and Fate lore should suffice.
Historical figure 1 verbed historical figure 2 in Fate garbage word.
Nice. At the end of Guilty Gear, Freddie Mercury is building a spaceship to go see his friend Sauerkraut.